Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's Monday, favorite day of the week. That's right. It's time for headlines. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby. My first headline I totally got clickbaited into. Completely 100% got clickbaited into. But I'm still going to go with it. It's cool. The title was, Homeless Man Gets a $100,000 Job After Making an App for San Francisco Shelters. Well, that sounds interesting. You go into it, you're like, oh, good for him. How did he do this? Well, he didn't really make an app for shelters, it turns out. He just he had the idea for an app to make bed reservations for homeless shelters, which is weird, if you ask me, because homeless people with an app.
With a phone?
With a phone, yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So he ended up getting a job with LinkedIn. Because he was at a coding class, and he met this one guy. He ended up getting himself a job working for him. He hadn't put out this app. I thought, oh, he's helping. He's doing good. No, he's just doing what everybody does. Networking, and ended up scoring himself a job. I was like, cool. This is cool. This headline is cool. Total clickbait. Total clickbait.
In Africa for Youth Month, in one of the countries, they brought strippers to a prison to put on a bunch of shows. Nice. The few pictures that actually made it to the internet did not show any nudity, but they were definitely strippers, to say the least, and some people were definitely like...
where was this again?
There was a country in Africa.
Oh.
I don't remember specifically which one. It's just more like, white strippers at a prison.
Doesn't sound like that. It sounds like it could go real bad.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah, I could see that going bad. That's like the start of like a porn, eh? Strippers in prison, and next thing you know, it's just a bunch of
gangbang.
Oh
yeah,
like,
that's
Jesus.
what it would be. Gangbang Bukak or
Bukkake.
Yeah,
Bukkake. So a grandpa. He spent 5 years and a whole bunch of money. Thousands of pounds, so like bazillions of Canadian dollars, renovating and kind of revamping his boat. Okay, normal, sounds normal. Only to have it sink 5 minutes after putting it in the water.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, labor of love, and just to have it sink.
Yeah, he said he spent like 8 hours a day doing it for a 5-year span, kind of obviously not every day, but putting a good amount of time into it, and then that would suck. Like that would be like the worst.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay, how would you like to have your next job interview determined by a swimsuit contest?
Wow. Where are the feminazis on this one?
The feminazis were all out in full force, but here's the thing. So at a nuclear power plant in the Czech Republic, 8 women had to compete in a bikini contest to see who would get a 2-week intern position. And so there was a professional photographer who took photos of these women. It was posted on the Facebook page, and people voted, and the winner would get it.
Wow!
And it was the feminazis obviously showed up saying, "Oh, that's degrading." But some of the interesting ones were, it's like, well, how come men weren't allowed to compete? Like, is this not an equal opportunity thing? How come there were no men at all?
I look at it this way. If you're going to a job, it's a private business, you're allowed to do that. If you're going to a job and they say to you, hey, you have to do a bikini contest or bikini thing to get this job, how do you feel about that? And you go, yeah, I'm cool, I'll put a bikini on.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
No, and it's not like the women were like, no, I don't want to do this. 8 women said yes. They had a professional photographer show up and do the shooting. So it's not like it wasn't planned and
awesome, but
it was
so like perverted on so many levels.
Well, okay, I could totally understand it if it was like for a swimsuit agency,
Yeah.
but this was a
Nuclear
nuclear
power
power plant. Okay,
So are they going to be wearing bikinis at work? Wouldn't that be unsafe? Hold on. OH&S, get in here.
Yeah,
Get in here for a second.
Insta-tan.
Is this okay?
Is this an improved uniform?
Yeah. It is, because it has the logo right on the nipple. Do you see that? That's perfect. That is actually, you know what? Just put the logo on the butt as well. Then
Yeah,
we're good.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
can see the logo from both sides.
Make sure you put the little the rad sticker just on the side, so if you
Yeah.
see it turn red, you know you're going to be
Yeah.
in trouble.
Oh, shit. So you know how people like to collect stuff, and you know you can see that some stuff back here.
Yeah,
Um,
my collection.
a lot of people like Star Wars, and you know R2D2 is.
Yeah.
Right? Apparently, like a replica of it sold for £2 million, so like 8 trillion Canadian dollars, to somebody in British. A guy spent 7 years putting this together, and
I heard some more about this. Apparently, it was an amalgamation of different
Spare
parts
parts, yeah.
from different
from
movies.
yeah.
So it wasn't one complete R2D2. It was an amalgamation. So,
That's neat.
but yeah, 3 million Canadian. That's a hefty price to pay for a piece of collection.
Lot of money.
But you know, if you have that kind of money just lying around doing nothing,
So that's what happens when you when people have tons of money, they spend it on stuff like that. It's all tons of money for a toy.
so you're on YouTube right now. You're watching, and you want to see cool stuff. Well, a couple in Texas, I believe.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah, a couple in Texas were trying to become more famous on YouTube, and they decided it's like, oh, we're going to do a bullet trick. Okay, that's understandable. You could do a bullet trick. In the U.S., you have access to guns. Sure, why not? The bullet trick was taking a Desert Eagle, which is the most powerful handgun, or one of the most powerful handguns, and shooting a person, and the only thing they have to protect themselves is an encyclopedia. So after much convincing, the girlfriend shot the boyfriend, and he ends up dying, surprisingly enough. This is a very tragic event. You know, this is definitely a stunt gone wrong. I understand, shooting somebody and using a book to stop, but you use a 9mm or one of those pea shooter.
There's
type guns.
there's a show that used to be on the Discovery Channel called Mythbusters.
Oh,
They used to do stuff like this.
yes, yeah. Actually, they did that myth.
But they were pretty smart individuals.
Yep.
And they tested things and ran tests and safety tests over and over and over.
Yeah.
For reasons like this. These two individuals are why we have warning labels on everything, ladies and gentlemen. And to sit there and be like, yeah, it sucks, somebody's dead. But you know what? This is kind of one of them, you kind of got what you deserved things in my mind. Like, really? Alright. Like,
We're sounding really callous here, but you're using I think it was a 50 cal round, which is something they use in machine guns.
that can penetrate like armor
Yeah.
on a tank, ladies and gentlemen.
So, like, if it was a smaller round rifle handgun, sure, but you shoot the book first just to see if it actually does.
Exactly. Wouldn't you shoot the book before you put it in front of you?
Yeah.
First.
And on top of it, it was only like this far away.
Oh my god.
And it's just like, wow. I feel horrible because there are children involved. They both had children together, and I think she has another one on the way. So there's 2 children that are going to be fatherless, quite possibly motherless.
Is she going to
And
jail? Like, is she going to get...
She's been charged,
Oh,
whether or not,
God.
you know,
like manslaughter, probably, right? Because it's not like it's...
Yeah, it's not intentional homicide.
Maybe
It was
stupidity, first degree, or second degree, or...
the last I heard was reckless discharge of a firearm, reckless use of a firearm, and a few other ones like that. Now,
reckless use of your brain?
yeah, I understand. Like, YouTube, you have to stand out on YouTube. you have to make a name for yourself. You have to be able to do things that people will go, hey, look, I want to check that out.
Yeah.
And that's why those like little thumbnails have pictures of breasts, because people go, ooh, breasts.
Clickbait.
Yep. And they were YouTubers. They've been YouTubers for a while, and they just wanted to become more famous. Actually make a living doing it, and I get it.
So that's the problem with the world nowadays, being so full of just the desire for likes and clicks and stuff like that. You go and you try to you're not professional stunt people, and it's like when Jackass came out, the movie Jackass.
Yeah.
Everybody tried to emulate that, and people end up getting hurt, and it's like,
Good
well,
thing we didn't have really YouTube back then.
yeah,
because it would have been.
It's like, yeah, people still do it though. You can find that kind of stuff on YouTube, and it's like, you're not professional stunt people. You're not, you're gonna end up getting hurt, and then you got parents or people who sue these companies because their kid got hurt or something because they're trying to emulate that, and it's like, well, hold on, that's not the company's fault. They're putting out a product of entertainment, and you're trying to copy it because why? Because you're not professionally trained and you get hurt. What do you think's going to happen? Silly. Even I'm smart enough to know, hey, let's shoot the book to see if the bullet goes through first, and then, even then, I still wouldn't put it.
I don't know if I would do that. Actually, it would still be like, okay, let's, I want to get YouTube famous. I have a gun. I'm going to shoot things.
Yeah.
There is a mad Russian on YouTube, and he shoots guns, and that's his whole YouTube thing. Is taking various types of guns that you can get in Russia that you can't really get anywhere else, and shooting things, and it's so cool to watch because. I think he actually had a grenade launcher once, and you just thunk. Yeah, that look on your face, and it's just like thunk, and the thing went boom, and I'm like, yeah, this is so cool.
It's like, have you seen the slow-mo guys?
Oh,
where they do everything in slow motion?
I have seen one of them.
There's more than one slow-mo guy, but I follow these guys called slow, and some of the stuff they put out is hilarious. It's just funny because whenever you see something in slow motion, you're like, ooh, yes. It's like on The Simpsons when Homer gets hit in the gut, and he sees this guy go. That's funny. See that shit in real life now? It's hilarious.
Yeah,
The Simpsons predicts everything. Eh? They predicted Trump was going to be president. Man, just watch The Simpsons and you're like, holy shit, that's going to happen. They predicted the future.
Yeah, they've been doing scarily well, actually. Wow. So for the rest of the week, because we had a Canada Day special.
Yeah, go check it out. Go check it out.
If you haven't already watched
Canada's
it.
birthday.
So it's just going to be 2 more days this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're doing the usual movies on Wednesdays, and we're talking about a documentary tomorrow, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah, we're going to be talking about a documentary. It's kind of, I guess, more to... We did a free attack on free speech last week.
Yeah, free speech seems to be the name of the game.
It's a common thread here, so we're doing a little bit more on that tomorrow. So check it out, guys. Don't forget to
comment, subscribe.
That's right. You will not see any Darwin Awards given out to this channel.
Don't say that. That's like a universe challenge. Challenge accepted.
Yeah. Challenge accepted.
Touch the mic.
Yeah.
My nuts exploded. Yeah. Live on TV.
Yeah. Live on YouTube. Exploding nuts. These nuts.
Yeah. So there you go.
Later.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
He has some nice stuff. He's not sharing.